the Kurds, once again, are the losers in this. It's the Kurds who have been betrayed by the United States. I think that's a common perception. It was the decision of President Trump to pull out his troops that triggered this whole crisis. And they will feel betrayed. And you saw images of them throwing things at American troops leaving yesterday. And, you know, Russia will be able to say to them, well, we've saved you from the worst that the Turkish army might have thrown at you. You know, we've brokered a deal between you and the Syrian authorities. So, you know, we're a better guarantor. We're more trustworthy than the United States. And if this deal does work, it demonstrates that, yeah, the Syrian Democratic Forces, you know, will have to kowtow to Russia. So, you know, the Kurds, yes, are once again losers, as are civilians. I mean, 80,000 children have been part of those who have been displaced in the military fighting that's gone on. I mean, civilians always, in the entirety of the 8.5 years of this conflict, have, you know, been on the bottom of everything. Their interests at last, they've been used as weaponized, really, in this war. We've seen it again over the last few weeks.
How might this impact Idlib in some way?
I think that's a really interesting question, because there wasn't much mention of Idlib today, but because, you know, Turkey and President Erdogan has appeared to have got a lot of what he wanted in the area that really mattered to him, there is a fear that there is a sellout on Idlib. And this has happened before, particularly over Aleppo, where Turkey has conceded in one area to gain in another. And it could well be, because Turkey doesn't value Idlib quite so highly, that it could pull out many of its forces that remain there. I say forces, those Syrian groups that it backs, and leave it very much to the Russians and the Syrian regime to finish off the province.
Does that mean further mass displacement then?
Absolutely. Yeah. And how and where do they go? Because they won't be able to cross over into Turkey. So where will those displaced in Idlib?
Presumably that buffer zone will.
Maybe that buffer zone, we shall see, but it'll be very tough on them.